wagons do we have?
The wagon.
How many?
The what?
Two. That's right. Oh, hang on, bud. We got two wagons. Now, the old 7810 is going to bring her on through this mud hole, hopefully. Down through there. I hit the differential lock. Oh boy. Come on, baby. Oh yeah. She went through. All right. I can honestly say I don't have much of a hitch pin back there, but that wagon's probably got something like 250 bushel in the back one. One thing you never want to do is put the light wagon at the front of the train, because when you go to put on the brakes, the heavy wagon will shove the light wagon sideways, and before you know it, you're into it pretty deep. So I'm just hoping that I can get through this mud. It is wet on this farm. This farm's traditionally probably one of the wettest farms in Kingwood Township. Definitely one of the wettest farms I do. And I'm hoping we don't get much more than a spritz of rain here tomorrow, because I'm going to probably shred these stalks up here this coming week, get them baled up under cover, and then go ahead and work it down and put in my rye. I'm going to put rye on this. So put rye and some Timothy seed in the mid. I'm going to frost seed Timothy into it, hopefully, if that goes well. I'd love to put the Timothy in now, but holy smokes, we're pulling hard. A hard pull. So between the 380 and the orange wagon, and 3, 4, 5, 600 bushels back there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 650, 700 bushels back there. Anyway, combine's there. I'm gonna drop these off at the farm, and then I'm gonna go take that combine over to the next farm we have to do. We got 2 more farms to do. About 110 to 115 acres to go, and we're done. But I don't have enough room for it. So we've been hauling out with the walking floor, which is a good thing, because, you know, walking floor gets it done pretty quick and easy. Broke it.
I didn't break shit. It blew up itself.
It blew up itself?
See? Blew up.
Tim blew it up. It must have just happened. Well, you think that's going to work?
I think it's going to work.
All right, let's see if Dad gets full of oil. And see if he laughs at me, the cocksucker. I guarantee you he's going to be laughing at me. He's going to be like, you funny dumbass. You trusted me? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's my son for you. He's a special child, believe it or not. Yeah, that's no lie. Pull it towards you. You better hurry the hell up! I knew it wasn't gonna work. Now get your ass down here and put it on like I told you to. Hey? Dad's not dumb. Dad's not dumb. Half-ass corner cutter right there. Let me get my gun that is now covered in. So I might as well document this. Just Tim broke it.
You did it.
Actually, no, I broke it. It's no big deal. They break. Ah, here's another one. It's about to let loose. Look at that. No? What is that? Missing? No.
No, that's fine.
Well, that's a connector. Okay, so
It's a half link.
it is a half link, but it doesn't look like it's got a gizmo in it. See? Somebody pounded that one. That one's been pounded in, so we're okay there. All right. So anyway, I broke it. One lonely farmer broke it. No big deal. You're just gonna fix it now. So I got to pull this half link out because it's missing a roller. It's shot. You can't do anything with it without that roller. I might be able to break one of the old ones apart and steal a roller and stick in there if I have to come up with another half link, but I think I've got 2 half links. I think I caught a rock is what started this whole thing. Up there on the hill, and I'll show you, I got fall panicum up there. I think the dry spell after I sprayed the residual caused it to just deteriorate the herbicide, and then we had a deluge of rain, so it washed the herbicide into that area. I don't know, washed the roots away. It did some kind of shenanigans, but anyways, this is broken, and I should not have any problem. Oh yeah, and that happened too, kind of simultaneously. Actually, I think this was going on. You can go get that right now. Good job, Mr. Tim. And I will work on this. I'm not too concerned with the with these bolts, but these are the bits and pieces that I've got to repair this with. I took this from the elevator chain, so I've got enough chain to do it. I got some extra here. Connector, half, connector, roller. I thought I had another connector. Oh, I got connector, and 2 halves. So I should have enough to do what I need to do. So I will shut my mouth and get on with the job. I'm going to take this. Actually, I'm going to leave this on. There's nothing wrong with this one. I'm going to pop this half link off, and then I'm going to get that one rolled back down so I can get that off. I'm going to be short 1 bar. Am I going to be short a bar? I'm not going to be short any bars. I'll be right where I need to be. I've got everything I need. Cool. Jimmy Cornpicker stopped by yesterday, and I asked him if he had any gathering or, you know, chain like this. He's like, "Nah, I don't have anything like that." He says I should get some, but, you know, we all should just get some. But he didn't have any. I don't have any. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this link apart. It's already halfway broke through. I've got a chisel in here someplace. I know I do because I sharpened it last night. Sharpen that sucker up enough, and we'll knock that off of there. So hopefully, maybe I can get you to see right there. Maybe you guys are going to be sideways for a little bit. And I got my foot. It says wear eye protection. Of course, I'm not, because I suck. And the drum on this thing is strong enough so you don't have to worry about breaking anything. All right. There's that one. If you've never seen this done before, you're in for a treat, because I'm doing it. Yeah, this is kind of the red-headed stepchild way of doing this, but there it is.
No, it's 93%. What are you talking about, Dad?
It needs to be skipped forward.
What are you skipping?
The chain, and see how it's level across here, but this one's not.
Oh.
So you can probably turn that by hand, right?
This thing is like blurry.
I got dirt in it.
No,
This is a heavy load.
On the other side, you gotta turn it by hand.
it got worse. We'll see ya.
So give me another wire tie, will you?
probably gonna take a couple of them and we'll put them to the sides so that when we get it up and around, it'll skip like this, you know. As long as it stays to the sides of it before it breaks them, we should be where we need to be. Right?
Left.
Yes, Father. Yes.
Left.
I'm sure there's not too many people that would come up with this horse shit. Well, I don't even know if it's gonna work or not, but I'm confident in my assessment that it's gonna
You got an
do its
assessment.
thing. Yes. I'm confident in my assessment. Okay, you fucker. Yeah, my language ain't great, but you know what? Welcome to ScrewTube.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah,
Screw tube.
ScrewTube. Yeah.
Now you did it, Tim.
I didn't do crap.
You touchy.
You didn't take a shot? Oh, man. Does a suspect shit in the woods. All right, turn. Let's see what happens. No, you gotta go to the right side.
Let's see what we got.
So it looks extremely okay. Come on, baby. I'll give you a whole $1 if you work. A whole $1. I think it's gonna work. Because if it doesn't work, guess what? It worked. It broke it. It broke them.
It's right there.
Yeah, but it broke them, but I don't think it... Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What?
It worked. It didn't break them. Watch this shit. It's straight again, ready? Watch this, ready? It broke one, but not the other. So we're pretty good. Look at that. It worked.
Now would you look at that?
Would you look at that? Look at the front. So that comes, Teresa,
Hold on.
the front. See how straight it is now? Cool. Fixed. Get in there and lift it. Put the door down. Lift that up.
Let's rock and roll.
Where's my hat? I feel like a bald man.
No, I put it in there. You told me to take it off.
So if you need to fix something like that and you can't get in there, a couple of wire ties. And once it gets, as long as it's spaced to the right pitch, once it grabs into those teeth, it'll go around and you come around and it skips it. Right? As long as you go the right direction.
Not on the opposite direction.
You can't go full Filipino. That shit don't work.
What?
This idea didn't work. It was an idea, but it didn't work. But look what it did. It just kind
Right.
of formed them.
Yeah.
That thing didn't have anything to hold it? Wow, I was gonna say, I thought there was something. Alright, cool. Oh yeah, that's it. Hit use your hand. It always works. Oh, fuck. Playing a game of whack fuck here. Whack! Fuck! Alright, know how that works?
Isn't that golf?
That is golf.
Isn't that what you call it?
100% golf. I have played barnyard golf, and
I never
When I-
played golf in my whole life.
well, it's kind of a, in my opinion, it's a perfectly good way to waste a lot of time. It's fun, kind of, sort of, if you're doing your thing, but for me, whack, fuck, sounds about accurate. Make sure you get it in there right. You need a gun or something?
Yeah.
What size? Yeah. Yeah. quieter right now for some reason. This fall panicum has really killed us, yield-wise. Actually, I don't think it's a fall panicum that killed the yield here. I think the damn roots washed out.
Yeah, when we sprayed from North Carolina, I got rain. I think that's it.
I think it washed the damn...
Washed
herbicide
everything
off.
is sprayed.
Washed the herbicide off. Coming in still? It's funny, it's not as good. There's still some yield here. Now we'll get up there, that'll be the better part.
Looks like it's working. It's working.
Oh, you got the camera running? What's all about me? Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the worst part of the field. I didn't want to show this. One lonely farmer never shows bad corn. But you know? No, anyways, I guess now that the camera's running, I might as well explain what has happened here.
Go ahead.
We put the herbicide down. I put the herbicide down, and it was very dry for about 2 weeks. And the residual herbicide needs to be incorporated either with a machine, i.e. a roller harrow, disc harrow, something to get it in the ground a little bit, or at least a ½ an inch of rain. Well, it didn't rain for a rather, I'm going to stop here, hold on a second. It didn't rain for a little while, for about 2 weeks, and then when it did rain, it came down in deluges, and I think, for the most part, any of the herbicide that was still available washed down over these roots of this plant, of the corn, and damaged the roots, because they definitely had, in one of the other videos I did, they definitely had root damage to the corn. Like right here. See, this is a level part of the field. Now it killed the weeds, so the ground is clear other than a few stragglers on the fall panicum side. Still not yielding terrible for what it looks like. Matter of fact, it's yielding pretty good. But I had root damage there from the herbicide. Too much herbicide from the water. Now, where the fall panicum was at, I think that herbicide completely washed out and actually eroded the roots away. And then when I came back and sprayed the glyphosate or Roundup onto it, it had, we had a rain shower come through shortly after I was spraying, and I believe it washed it off to the point where it never did canopy fast enough, and the fall panicum took root, and that's what you have there. But this is what it should look like, because now we're over the slope. The slope's that way, and if you look at the back, it's coming in like it should, like really, really good. Now that was the worst part of the field. This lower half of the field is the worst part of the field. So for the most part, could be a whole lot worse. Like the whole entire field could be fall panicum, but there's probably 5 or 6 to 8 acres of fall panicum in this field, and this is the worst field on the 120 acres that's over here. So it could be worse. But I'm not going to complain. I've had extraordinarily awesome yields up until now, and stop pushing that stream.
I'm not. I'm about to shut it off.
I'm going to sell you for 50 cents. We're going to have quite the wagon train. We got 3 of them. That's more than enough. Woo! Wagon train. Holy smokes. they go. Yep, around the corner they go.